Hello, and welcome back to my stream. Oh, well, the video actually. But if you're coming from the stream, hi, this is the video. And if you don't know, if you're watching from the video, I do streaming on YouTube. So if you want, you can always drop by and see what I'm doing. But let's get into it. So for today, there's this game I want to introduce. I wouldn't really call it a game, but it's this, you can see in the foreground, I guess. It's this nice little chill, lo-fi kind of game. Uh, it's called Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions, and I found it quite helpful for its like variety of features. So without further ado, let's just get into it. So basically, how this works is we can have like there are different areas in this room where we can actually have our character be and enjoy doing different things. Also, this game's unique feature is this thing called spirits, which you can collect from having your character do idle activities in the game. And think of this as like that tree growing screen saving kind of website where it allows you to focus on your work while having this app or program that helps you keep track of and lets you see where you are in terms of progress. So for example, quick demonstration of the mechanics. Let's take a look. So this is an undiscovered spirit. So it says on windy nights it almost sounds like something is howling at the moon. So basically that clue is just basically telling us we need to set this to night. And you'll see that there's this circular air thing, which means this spirit is currently being pulled over. And what spirits do are they basically can accompany your character as they're doing work or as they're idling in the room. So that's what those spirits are for, and it's also nice to collect. Additionally, this game allows you to customize, so huge customization features, stuff like this. And the main premise behind it, or the main way they keep you entertained, is through these spirit tokens, which you can use to buy clothing and stuff to basically look cooler, look neater. Yep. Right now, there's not too much in the game. There will be a lot more coming soon. They've promised us that there will be a lot of things that we can do, like exploring outside of the room, having new activities. In fact, they're adding a kitchen next DLC, which allows you to do more activities. So that's always fun. And on top of being able to customize your character, you can also customize the different areas inside like your entire room. So I've made mine a little bit more homey, cozy aesthetic. You're also able to customize what's outside, what's on your desk, what's on your walls. Everything can be customized. As you can see, you can customize how your window looks like, the beams of the house, the various light fixtures around. Speaking of which, I might, for the Christmas theme, I might. Oh no, we can get some chandeliers. I like the chandeliers. Those look nice. I know these are nice, but I prefer the chandeliers in this case. Yeah, so the more you play this game, the more spirit tokens you can earn. As you can see, you can gain all of these AXP to gain credits from doing all of these tasks. Additionally, you can also queue up different sets of music to basically listen to and unwind as you're doing your work. On top of that, you can customize certain sounds so that it plays in the background, keeps you so there's not so static, not so boring as just listening to music. As you can see, I have a lot of sounds on, so it's nuts. They also have visual effects. So let's say you were on the main screen, you'd be able to see basically all of these sound effects represented visually. It's quite nice, quite charming. On top of that, I think the most important features of this game are ultimately going to be the to-do list, which you can add a task. The timer, which just helps you with the setting goals and setting times for yourself. So you know the standard studying cycle. For 1 hour, you should have 45 minutes of studying and 15 minutes of rest. This allows you to basically set like maybe a 45-minute session with 15-minute breaks. Pretty nice, pretty solid. Additionally, this is what I like the most. Yeah, this is what is known as a habit page. So if you log on, let's say you all log on every day, you can use this game kind of to track your habits. So for example, let's say I know I'm not really good at this, but that's because I been doing it for a long time. I no longer need the habit thing. But let's say I wanted to make a habit, right? For example, I want to finish a paragraph. From my story. Let's say I wanted to finish a paragraph of my story. This basically, oh, I spelled that wrong. Well, okay, oh, that doesn't matter. This basically allows me to keep track of when I've spent, or which days I managed to achieve this, and as long as I like achieve this, it like rewards me with a little bit of EXP and stuff like that. So it incentivizes you to kind of finish through the entire habit, and it makes the process of forming habits easily gamified. So I'll go a little bit off topic here. A very interesting thing is, for one of my projects in school that I did, it was about habit forming and the idea behind how to encourage yourself to form habits. And one of the easiest ways was having a habit journal, or incentivizing the action itself on a daily basis. So most habits take about a month to form, as long as they're done consistently and with like clear intention to do them. And this basically allows you to keep track of it, and at the same time hits all the check marks in incentivizing you to keep up that habit. So I found it quite nice, quite good, quite efficient. Additionally, you have journals here. So if you ever want to rant about something but you don't want anyone to see it, you don't want anyone to know about it, you can hide in this game. Because I'm not gonna lie, right? I didn't know that this game had all of this, that had a whole journal system. When I first like opened it, and when I saw the journal system, I knew nobody's gonna think there's a journal inside like a lo-fi chill, game. So it's quite nice. Additionally, it tells you the time, it shows you your to-do list. For example, if I wanted to write my to-do list, I wanted to write, say I wanted to write cook food maybe. Confirm this. You can see it will help track your stuff. Allows you to basically finish this and complete it later. Of course, you need to pin the activity and stuff like that, but it's okay for now. On top of this, it allows you to toggle your UI visibility, and it allows you to, and eventually they're gonna add more features to this. I believe, according to the questionnaire they were planning on adding more ways to, or more incentives in the game for you to stay and basically, yeah, they're trying to add more incentives for you to do things and spend more time in the game, so that you focus and you don't like fool around. Additionally, they're planning on adding interactable items inside the room so that you can interact with it, because right now it's just really glorified visual experience. And well, it's not a bad thing. It's I would have preferred it to be a little bit more interactive, I guess, as opposed to so stale, so stagnant, I guess. But they are going to update it, and they are planning on adding a whole bunch of new things, so it's not bad. Additionally, there's a little bit of funny lore inside all of these things. So these are all the little excerpts they have about all the little spirits. And as you can see up here, it says use different sounds, activities, and lightings to find different spirits. And the higher your level goes, the more spirits you can unlock. And actually, my favorite one right now is the Arachnid. It's really nice. It's so cute. I like it a lot. And honestly, while this game may seem small, may seem like chill, may seem cozy, it's quite addictive, quite fun, and it gives you, or it helps me at least focus, and when I'm studying or when I'm trying to finish some of the projects I wanted to do. And I think this game helped a lot with that. Its charm, I guess, is also one of the biggest reasons it keeps drawing me back to go and visit it every now and then. They do have a few DLCs out. Some of it's paid, but it's mostly to support the team, to kind of design and code more to make this game a bit bigger. They're planning on adding a city or like areas outside, and I have huge hope for the potential of the game and the future of the game, and I hope to see it being developed further. I think honestly, if any of you are interested in something to help you study, something to help you relax, this is definitely the game for you, and it's only going to get better and better from here on out. So I would highly encourage you guys to pick it up for yourself, give it a little try. You know, if you don't like it, there's always that 2 hour Steam refund window. And just to maybe add on a little bit more information while we wait for this spirit to be captured. It does take a while, which encourages you to go and do other things while you wait for the spirit. But to talk more about the habit forming, basically the reason why habits are so difficult to form is because you're forming new neural pathways in your brain, and every time you go down that neural pathway, the first time is the hardest, right? It gets easier and easier the more you do it, but still the first few times you are forging that connection again. It's taking so much of that energy, and your brain doesn't want to spend so much energy doing all of these things. That's why it's so hard to form a habit. But once you have a habit, it becomes so easy, so convenient. It doesn't waste as much energy as doing something else maybe. Then your brain will keep following these neural pathways, and it'll eventually become instinctive default to you to do things in a certain way. Now, I'm no psychologist or neurologist, so whatever I'm sharing now might not be completely accurate and is very simplified, but according to my research back then when I did all this stuff or was researching for all of this all these topics, that's what came out to me, that's what stood out to me. In addition, actually, very interestingly, in addition to gamification of your habit forming, another way is actually to keep something like a habit journal. If any of you have watched Kurt's Kazat, I thought their habit journal was not bad, quite interesting and fun, and it basically has a lot of little details inside it to keep you attracted, to keep you hooked onto it, to keep you engaged with the book in order for you to keep doing your habit, performing your habit. There was a lot of pages where you could do stuff like reflections. There's like small little tidbits or suggestions that they would have, and it was quite a charming little journal. So that's another way that you could do if you want to form habits. But that's like a whole separate area, right? And this one is more about gamification and rewarding your brain for doing something, so that your brain doesn't feel like it's just expending energy. It's now expending energy for a goal, for reward, to give you that hit of dopamine or that hit of excitement and happiness from achieving something. And that's what this game does quite well, I think, because as you want to progress further in the levels, find more pets, get new decorations, new items, I think it helps to encourage you to keep coming back and repeating your habits again and again and again. I would recommend for the developers that they input items or like interactable things that require you to perform like your habit, to perform what's on your habit list or something, to encourage you better to try to achieve these habits or to form these habits. Because right now it's only unlocking cosmetics, so if you're not big on customizing your character, customizing your room, making it look better, there's quite little that incentivizes you to do things. But let's say when you go out, there's like stuff you can do, stuff you can interact with that requires you to use these credits you get from doing habits or performing your habits. Then I would think it would be much better, much easier for people to form good habits. Of course, this does come with a negative drawback of people's attention being drawn into the game, right? Because right now what this game serves as is a sort of relaxing, sort of studying and tool to help people concentrate as they try to focus on what they're doing, on their studying and stuff like that. So it's, yeah, I would say that it's a tough challenge for them to balance it, but I do hope to see uh, stuff like that in the game, so that it feels a lot more, it feels a lot more solid in terms of the habit forming area. They're also planning on adding a multiplayer feature, so if you guys are interested, this game is being slated for multiplayer. So you guys could potentially play with your friends, show off your characters, show off your rooms, show off some of the items, and have a chat function so you can visit other people's rooms, have a conversation, and find a place, small place for yourself to relax, I guess. And I think that's the biggest charm of the game. Its atmosphere and its vibe is something that I think is quite hard to find in the real world. After all, where will you have such a nice room, right? But that's not really the point. It's like, in our day-to-day lives, we get so stressed, so bothered with all these things we need to do, all these actions we need to consider, or the consequences we need to face. But sometimes it's just nice and relaxing to, you know, open a game and kind of sit around and relax and enjoy the atmosphere, kind of enjoy the music, and de-stress, unwind, and focus a bit more and a bit better on yourself and improving yourself on a day-to-day basis. I think at its core, this game represents that idea, you know, that slow self-improvement, that self-care, the time and space and attention to yourself that we also desperately need, I guess, in today's society. But let's not get so melancholic. I think it's a bit of a shame we couldn't pull the spirit so fast, but after all, this game is about relaxing and taking a chill pill. So at the end of the day, we might not have managed to get the spirit, but I think it's good that I managed to share this game with you guys. It's certainly one I think should have a lot more traction, have a bigger following, and I personally feel it's quite underrated for what it is. It's only going to get better from here, and I hope you guys can, you know, try it and see for yourself and experience for yourself the kind of vibe and atmosphere it creates. So without further ado, I stream on YouTube, and if you like the video and like my sharing and me rambling and info dumping on all of you guys, excuse all the awkward pauses and everything. I'm not very good at editing, haha. Do come and watch my streams, subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like, say hi. You know, I would love to get to know more of you and hear more of your opinions. So don't hesitate, and do I guess do leave a comment. Don't feel shy. Yeah, I'm new to this thing, so any support would help. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you.